never have pegged you for the happy homemaker type.
Housework doesn't thrill me. It's my future I feel jazzed about. Finally got rid of Charity.
Where's the body?
I didn't kill her.
Well, don't get my hopes up like that. And if she's not dead, what makes you think that she ceased to be a thorn in your side?
Ivy gave Charity some money to go on this snowboarding trip with Jessica and everyone. And Miguel is gonna be right here with me.
With Maria, you mean?
Same thing. And I plan on making the most of Charity's absence. Oh, by the time Miss Butter Wouldn't Melt gets home, Miguel's gonna be with me.
I just heard from Reese. As soon as he finishes getting the snow chains on the car, he'll stop by and pick up Simone, and then he'll swing by and pick us up last.
Fine.
You don't sound very enthused about our weekend away.
I love snowboarding and I love skiing.
You're going to miss Miguel.
I've never been on a trip like this without him.
Maybe he can come.
Not with working 2 jobs and school and Maria.
Maybe he can come for part of the time.
I don't think so.
Don't get me wrong, but are you sure you want to come with us?
Truth, I'm not really sure about anything right now.
So you're sure there's no legal way for me to have Sheridan released from the psychiatric ward?
Not without the consent of her husband and/or her doctor.
Just can't believe Antonio's keeping her locked up like this. And Dr. Ackland? Well, I don't trust that guy as far as I can throw him.
He is the head of psychiatry at Harmony Hospital.
Yeah, well, that doesn't make him God. That doesn't give him the right to lock up Sheridan like she's some zoo animal. Doesn't everyone understand that Sheridan will get better so much faster if she's surrounded by the people that love her? Why doesn't Antonio see that? Why is he doing this to the woman that he claims he loves?
Antonio, please don't do this to me. Please help me get out of here. Please.
Come on, Antonio, you heard Dr. Ackland. It's better if we leave.
I can assure you, we'll have your wife calm down in no time.
Antonio, please.
I can't do this. I can't do it. Open the door.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of the bird I knew could take me highest. Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
And what exactly is your devious little mind planning for Miguel while Charity's away,
Well, tonight's Miguel's turn with Maria. So, I thought I'd make us a nice little early dinner. The candles, the music, the works. He's bound to get caught up in the romance of it all.
Well, I hope you're not counting on me for the requisite accessories, because all my candles are black and my CDs are funeral dirges.
No, never mind about that, okay? I can get everything I need from my dad's next door. Then after dinner, when Miguel's in a really mellow mood, that's when I make my move, if you catch my drift.
I believe I do. Yeah, it never hurts to give a fellow a little nudge. In fact, I might have some helpful herbs out in my weed patch.
Really? Something that could make him a little more...
suggestible. Yes, I think these herbs could do just the trick.
Great. I can add them as seasonings to the appetizers I'm making. He won't even know they're in there.
You will, though, after he starts getting amorous.
Do they really work?
Do they work? Do they ever? Let me tell you a story about one memorable evening when I slipped these herbs into a certain Mr. Al Capone's veal parmesan.
You knew Al Capone the gangster?
In every way. Oh, yes. Big Al and I had quite a thing going for a while.
Come on, babe, chicken. Move it, Joey, the cops are coming. There's no way out, Big Al. We're surrounded.
Don't give me that. You know, Big Al will take no for an answer.
Okay, I'll distract them while you get out the other side of the car.
Hurry, Al. It's your last chance.
I can't leave you, babe. You're my everything.
But they'll shoot you.
You worked the wrist off face. I've never felt this way about anything before.
We've got you surrounded, Mr. Capone. Come out of the car with your hands up.
Take a walk, Johnny.
Big mistake, Al. You don't turn yourself in right now, we're gonna blow your head off.
Save yourself, boss. Get out of the car.
I leave my best girl. No way.
Trust me, these herbs are extremely effective. It's true that Big Al went to prison shortly after our tete-a-tete, but I'm certain if he was standing here right now, he would say it was all very worthwhile.
Wow. This dinner I make for Miguel, it's gonna change everything.
Hi, Miguel. I hate to see you working so hard.
I'm fine. You know, you're the one that shouldn't be doing this backbreaking job. Wish you could just retire now that you're not working for the Cranes.
I will someday. Right now, I'm earning a much-needed paycheck.
I mean, how dare Rebecca and Julian fire you after all those years?
Never mind them. You know that expression, what goes around comes around?
Yeah.
But you should be in school, studying.
I'll study tonight, after I spend some time with Maria.
Emil, so young with so many responsibilities.
Luis was younger than me when he started working. I'll be okay.
And why are you so sad?
Is it that obvious?
It is to me. I'm your mother.
That's Charity. You know, she's just been so distant lately. I feel like I'm losing her.
Well, I would be ashamed after everything you guys have sacrificed.
And I asked her to meet me so we could talk, but she didn't show up. And she hasn't been returning my phone calls. I don't know what to do, Mama.
You love her very much, huh?
I feel like I'd die if I lost her.
Then fight for her. Don't let anything or anyone come between you. Too many of my children have broken hearts.
Sheridan doesn't deserve this. She's never hurt a person in her life.
No. Not intentionally, ever. I mean, you got to admit Antonio has a reason to worry here, though, Luis.
Who the hell's side are you on, Ethan?
Luis, I'm on yours. I'm just speaking to you as an attorney here. I just don't think we have any legal recourse for her situation.
Well, you know what? I'm not going to accept that, all right? I'm not going to accept that Sheridan is locked up in some hellhole that she should have never even been in the first place. You would do the same thing if this was happening to the woman that you loved. Oh, what, am I wrong? Huh, am I wrong? You're just gonna turn your back on the woman you love when she needs you the most?
Look, I'm not giving up, okay? I want to help you. I'm going to keep checking.
Right.
I'm going to try to find some legal loophole that I've missed.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but it's important.
Something about Beth's doctor?
Yeah, Dr. Culver. I did some checking and I learned something that you may want to hear.
Will you please don't leave me in here alone, please?
Antonio, you cannot listen to her. It just makes what you have to do even harder.
I can't leave her like this. Doctor, open the door.
Antonio.
With all due respect, sir, I would listen to your friend. Your wife will calm down after you leave.
It's not right.
I know it seems that way to the lay person, but trust me, this type of acting out is very common amongst patients when their families leave after a visit. The best thing you can do for your wife is to give her some time to herself.
I'm not gonna leave her why she is this upset. I at least need to explain to her why I'm doing what I'm doing. Now open the door.
Of course, if you insist.
Antonio, thank you so much for coming back. I was so frightened to be alone.
I know, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
You're gonna tell them to release me now, aren't you?
No, Sheridan, I'm afraid not.
No.
Sheridan, look, this is the best place for you right now, okay? Sheridan, look, this is hard enough for me. All I want is for you to get better, okay? And this is the best place for you to be able to do that.
No, that is not true. That is not true, because I will get better at home. If you just tell them to let me go, please. I swear, I will do whatever anybody wants me to do. Just make them let me go.
Sheridan, it's not that simple. Look, you can't see what's best for you right now. You've got to understand that you're gonna have to go down this road in order to get your life back on track the way it was before, okay? I do love you, Sheridan.
Then listen to me. All right, I don't belong here.
Sheridan.
I'm not crazy, but I swear if I have to stay here, I will go insane. So please, don't do this to me. Look, Antonio, you're my husband. You know me. You know how terrified I am of enclosed places. This is no better than that basement that I was being held captive in all those months by my kidnapper. So please, you can't tell me that this is what's best for me. Antonio, remember when we first met? Remember how I was so upset and confused when you pulled me out of the waters off of Bermuda? But it was your love. It was your love that nursed me back to health.
Yes, of course I remember.
And you must know that that is what would be the best medicine for me now. Being at home with the people I love where I feel safe. Not here where everybody thinks I'm psychotic. Please, Antonio, I'm begging you. If you love me, tell them to let me go.
Miguel, I miss you already. I don't know how I'm gonna spend the rest of my life without you.
Oh, I thought everybody left for the mountains.
No, not yet. Reese is putting the chains on the car or something.
Well, that won't take very long. You'll be on your way in no time.
Right.
You're still going on the snowboarding trip, aren't you?
I'm not sure.
Why not? You said you were gonna go. I knew it. You can't leave Miguel, not even for a few days.
All right, don't be angry with me.
Angry? You make me want to throttle you, Charity. When are you gonna wake up and face reality? Miguel has a baby now with me, okay? You're not the main focus of his life anymore. Maria is.
And I wouldn't have it any other way.
Well, then why do you keep holding on to him like nothing's changed? He's made it very clear that he intends to live up to the responsibilities of being a father. And you're just getting in the way.
That's not fair. I've been staying away from him.
Since when? Gosh. Every time Miguel gets a chance to spend some quality time with his daughter, you show up vying for his attention.
Not on purpose.
It doesn't matter. If you don't go to the mountains, you're just gonna be moping around here, all glum and gloomy, until Miguel feels so guilty that he gives up all the time he was gonna spend with his daughter just to be with you.
That's not what I want.
Well, it's what you're doing. Okay, once again, you're putting your own self-serving desires above an innocent baby's needs. Get a life, Charity. Get a brand new life without my daughter's father.
Antonio, please make them release me from this awful place. Look, it's torture seeing my baby only when Beth brings him for feedings. I need to see him every day. I need to be with Louise.
Sorry, Sheridan, there's nothing I can do. I need to follow your doctor's orders. Look, this is not gonna be forever. It's just until you get better. I promise.
I think you should be ashamed of yourself, trying to take Miguel away from his baby girl.
I would never do that.
Excuse me? You have an opportunity to give Miguel and Maria something that they both desperately need. You know, father-daughter bonding time. And you're seriously thinking about stealing that from them.
It's not like that. It's just that
What? You can't stand to be away from him for a couple of days? Grow up. Give the poor guy a break. You're a real piece of work, Charity.
Reese called. He's picked up Simone and they're on their way. You okay?
I will be.
You sure? If you're not up to coming with us.
Yeah, I just need to get some more of my things.
Don't give up on Charity, Mia. If you love her as much as you say, then whatever it takes will be worth it in the end.
See Bennett's number. Maybe it's Charity. Charity?
Sorry, Miguel. It's just me.
Oh, hey, Jess. Is everything all right?
Well, yes and no.
It's Charity, isn't it? What's wrong? Is she sick?
In a way, she's not acting like herself, Miguel. I think her heart is breaking in two over not seeing you.
Well, she's the one that's been staying away from me. I mean, she's not returning my calls.
I know, and she claims to want to come to the mountains with me, Reese, John, and Simone. But it's obvious her heart's not in it. I was thinking maybe if you could join us up there.
You know that I wish I could, but I need the money, you know, and I can't steal the time away from Maria. It's my night to be with her.
I understand. It was just a thought.
Well, I appreciate it, Jess. Thanks for thinking of me.
Jessica wants you to see Charity too, huh?
Yeah, Charity's thinking about going up to the mountains with the gang. She thought it'd be cool if I just kind of showed up, but there's no way.
Well, obviously you can't join them, but isn't your shift over in a little bit?
What good is that gonna do?
Well, maybe you can just catch up with Charity for a few minutes and tell her how much you love her.
Yeah, well, I guess I could clock out a few minutes early. Thanks, Mama. You're a lifesaver.
I hope so.
So, I discovered some very interesting information on Beth's obstetrician.
What is it? Tell us.
Well, it seems like Dr. Culver specializes in treating women who have a difficult time conceiving, and the doctor has a really good track record on delivering healthy babies from complicated pregnancies. So I was thinking maybe I'd make an appointment for myself.
Really? I didn't know you were worried about getting pregnant.
I'm not really worried, you know, but it certainly never hurts to see a specialist. And we did talk about having another baby soon.
Yes, we did.
Honey, as long as I live, I'm never gonna forget our Sarah. You know, but maybe having another baby will help us put the tragedy behind us. And Luis, maybe that's what Sheridan needs too.
Another baby.
Well, why not? Maybe it would help her accept the death of her baby.
Right. Well, it is a thought, but I actually don't even see how we can accomplish that right now until we get Sheridan out of the psychiatric ward. Now, look, as it is, I'm already banned from visiting her.
Well, that's a problem.
Yeah.
So, sweetheart, what do you think?
I'm just glad you're feeling ready to move on.
Honey, I still want a baby just as much as I ever have. And I actually already called Dr. Culver's office when you two were talking, but the receptionist wasn't there, so I have to call back to see if they'll even take on a new patient. Tell me, what's Dr. Culver like?
Well, most doctors don't even make house calls these days, so to deliver a baby in a patient's home at the last minute, much less without any complications, Well, it's pretty impressive in my book.
Yeah, I agree. I'm really looking forward to meeting Dr. Culver and finding out more about Beth's delivery.
Well, good luck. I'm gonna go visit Sheridan at the hospital.
Wait, I thought you just said you were banned by your doctor and that Antonio supports you.
Oh, I am. I'm just not taking no for an answer. I want Sheridan to know that I haven't forgotten about her. Well, Ethan, I'm getting her out of there, no matter what I have to do.
I know this is difficult for you.
You have no idea.
You've just got to concentrate on the fact that you are doing what's best for your wife.
Beth, wait. Don't go yet. We have to go, Sheridan. Please, can I just hold him once more? Just one more minute.
I don't think that's a good idea, okay?
Please, Beth. I don't think you understand how horrible it is to be locked up in here when you know that it's wrong.
Look, the professionals think that it's very right. Now, don't you want to get well in case you ever have children someday, if and when you get out of here?
I will get out of here. But it's Martin that I'm worried about because he needs his mother.
See? That's what I mean. This is definitely my baby.
Could you stop saying that?
Hey. You're gonna stay in here until you can stop claiming that my son is yours. What don't you understand about that?
Antonio, please.
I'm sorry, Sheridan. I'm only doing what I think is best.
You are my passion for life.
How's Maria?
Sleeping like a lamb. So's Endora, thank the dark side. Oh, my little demon. She has as much energy as a litter of black kittens. Where'd you get the white candles?
Next door. Oh, guess who I ran into over there?
Would her name rhyme with vulgarity?
The one and only. She was all set to back out on the snowboarding trip.
Oh, no, that would have ruined all your plans for the romance and moonlight, wouldn't it?
Yes, but I'm pretty sure I turned her around again. Oh, I let her have it with both barrels. I made her feel lousy for even considering coming between Miguel and his daughter. She's sure to go on the trip now.
You know, when you put your mind to it, Kay, you can be deliciously wicked. I guess you're just getting better at being horrid.
Thank you. I think.
Oh, yes, that was meant as a supreme compliment, my dear. You're a woman now, not a silly, wimpy little girl like your cousin. You deserve to win Miguel for yourself.
Well, I hope tonight does the trick. My appetizers are warming in the oven.
Sprinkled liberally with my special herbs, I trust.
Do you really think they're gonna affect Miguel the same way they got to Al Capone?
Of course. And Al Capone wasn't my only beau, you know. If we had time, I could tell you some tales that would curl your hair. There was one gentleman caller in particular, a certain Mr. Barnabas Collins. Well, he just couldn't get enough of me.
Another time, Tabitha. I think that's Reese's car next door.
You seem so sad, Charity. Maybe you should stay.
No, I'm coming with you. I want to. I need to.
Good girl. You'll listen to Cousin Kay this time. Have fun snowboarding, though, and don't hurry back. Because after tonight, Miguel won't be waiting for you. I don't blame you for feeling awful. But sometimes doing the right thing is very hard. Now, Dr. Ackland did say that Sheridan has the best chance for a full and complete recovery by being here. Didn't he say that?
Yeah. More times than I can count.
Well, then I think you should listen to someone who's had experience with this sort of thing, not your very subjective emotions. You have no objectivity whatsoever because you love Sheridan so much.
That's exactly why I can't stand seeing her so upset the way she is right now.
Who wouldn't be after what she's been through? But that's what they're gonna help her here with, and also her difficulty separating reality from fiction. If she were home alone, she might hurt herself, or she could lash out at you. I hate to think of it. She might try to take Martin from me. That's why I think it's best if she is in a controlled environment with 24/7 surveillance.
My mom thinks that it's best if she's at home. And then that way she can choose who she wants to be with.
Luis?
She also thinks that I'm keeping Sheridan here to keep her away from Luis.
Okay, you and I both know that that is not true. Now, as much as I respect your mom, you know I do. Mothers aren't always right, as much as they'd like for us to believe that they are. But Dr. Ackland obviously has his reasons for not wanting Luis near Sheridan. So I think that this time you should listen to the doctor and not your mother.
You shouldn't let yourself get so worked up, Sheridan. I know it's hard to believe, but we all want what's best for you.
What's best for me is Luis and my baby. Why can't I see the man that I love?
Right now, that is simply not in your best interests.
Why not? How could seeing the person that I love most in the world be anything but good for me?
Get some rest. We'll talk about this tomorrow. Sorry, my dear. I have no say in the matter. It's all Father Alistair's doing.
I'm gonna go to the library, try to find something that I missed to help Sheridan with her case.
Okay, good luck, sweetheart. I'm gonna try to call Dr. Culver and get an appointment.
Honey, is this all just about getting pregnant?
What else would it be about?
Well, I don't know, but I know you. And I could tell by the way you were asking Luis questions about best delivery. There's something going on in that beautiful little head of yours. You want to share it with your husband?
Where in tarnation have you two been?
Not that it's any of your business, Mother, but Martin and I were at the hospital.
Oh, of course, the little dyke was hungry and he wanted his real mommy's bosom. I can't say I blame him. Boy, it's got to drive you crazy, Betty, that in order to keep him healthy, he's got to spend quality time with Sheridan every single day.
It is only until he stops nursing.
Oh, I wouldn't be so smug. Because when that happens, Missy, Sheridan and he are gonna be bonded. And there's nothing you can do to come between them. Luis is gonna see the connection, you know? Yeah, he's gonna figure out all the evil things that you have done, snatching this little infant away from his mother's breast.
You shut up. I'm home free. Luis is not going to get near Sheridan or the baby. Why? Because he's not allowed on the psych ward. Antonio is playing into my scheme without even realizing it, and he's got his poor little wife locked away for a very, very long time.
How long?
Who knows? Who cares? Maybe forever.
Oh, no. No. That is a crime against nature because that baby belongs with its real mommy.
I am his real mother, and that's not gonna change. Lucky for me, nobody, including Luis, thinks that Martin is anyone's baby but mine.
You are the one who should be locked up, not sweet Sheridan.
You think so? Because, you know, I have my baby, and I'm about to get Luis. Sheridan is locked up in the loony bin forever. So tell me, Mother, which one of us is crazier, huh?
Mama, ready to go?
Thank you for coming to pick me up. I know how busy you are.
Yeah. Keeps my mind off Sheridan being in that place.
You didn't follow my advice? She's still locked up?
Sheridan is a patient in the hospital where she can receive the help that she needs, Mama. I honestly believe that that's the best place for her right now.
What about Luis?
What about Luis?
Well, he's adamant about having her released from the psychiatric ward.
You know what? It's not his decision. It's mine. I'm her husband. All Luis is doing is confusing her and giving her mixed signals. He's not allowed to visit her.
Milo, that's...
Mama, please. Look, I love you, and I respect your opinions. But this is one thing in my life that I have to make the decision on myself. I love Sheridan with all my heart, but she needs help.
I still don't see how keeping Luis and Sheridan apart is going to help
Mama,
her.
the doctor thinks it's the best thing. All I'm trying to do is get her the help that she needs. And all Luis is doing is confusing her, just like I said.
And that's the only reason that you want to keep them apart.
Everyone seems to have forgotten that I am Sheridan's husband, not Luis. Now, maybe I gave up too easily whenever, I found out that they were having the affair. I let Luis act like he was the one that Sheridan was going to spend the rest of her life with. But you know what? I've got another chance, Mama, and I'm not going to screw it up this time. I'm going to take it. I'm going to follow my heart.
What about Sheridan's heart? What about that?
What's gonna happen to me? I'm never gonna get out of here so I can be with Luis and my baby. Take it away, I'm not hungry.
Well, you have to eat. Need your strength.
Luis! Oh, thank God it's you!
Yay, she's leaving. Now I've got Miguel all to myself.
Reese, wait! I need to talk to Charity.
It's too late, Miguel. Charity's gone, but I'm still here. And I promise, I'm gonna make this a night you never, ever forget. Everything's going my way. And there's nothing you can do or say to put a damper on my victory.
They ought to put a picture of you in the dictionary right next to the word delusional!
Yeah, well, I don't think so. Eventually, Luis is gonna have to accept that Sheridan's never getting out of the loony bin, that Antonio's never gonna divorce his wife, and that Luis and I share a child.
Yeah, Sheridan's child.
Minor detail. I've said it from the beginning. This little baby is gonna help me get what I want. After all these years of being second best, I am finally gonna be the winner.
You sound like you have never watched a soap opera in your life.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I've seen it 1,000 times if I have seen it once. The evil, manipulative, villainous thinks everything is going her way just before it all comes crashing down on our mousy brown-haired head. So, Bethy, watch it. They're coming to get you. And you are gonna get yours.
You know what? Those stories that you watch are ridiculous. They have got nothing to do with real life, Mother. I know what I'm doing here.
There is nothing to share, sweetheart. I want to get pregnant. I want us to start our family.
So do I. But I know how you feel about Beth. You've never liked her. You've never trusted her. What is it?
Okay. Look, you got me, okay? Something about Beth's miraculous home delivery just doesn't sit right. But, sweetheart, that's not the only reason I want to meet Dr. Culver. It's for us two. Okay, there is no harm in making an appointment.
No, there isn't. You go for it.
That's exactly what I intend to do. Yes, hi. My name is Gwen Winthrop, and I was hoping to make an appointment with Dr. Culver. No, I'm a new patient. Actually, a friend of mine, Beth Wallace, referred me. Yes, she absolutely raved about the doctor. Yes, yes, that would be fine. Thank you so much for fitting me in such short notice. Thank you. Bye-bye. There is something not right about Beth, and I'm gonna find out what it is.
Sheridan loves your brother, and Luis loves her. I know that's difficult to accept, mijo, but it is a fact.
If I had any doubts about where you stood on the subject before, I don't anymore. I know you've always loved Luis more.
Oh, that is not true. I love all my children the same. But I know what's in Sheridan's heart. Now, you weren't here, so maybe you have forgotten, but I have known her my entire life. Okay, I knew her when she was a little girl in that mansion all by herself. I know what's in her heart.
Okay, so you've known her longer than me. But I knew her on the island. I knew her when I rescued her from the sea, when she fell in love with me, when she came back to life. That was real when she fell in love with me, Mama. It was real.
Nobody is arguing that.
Yes, they are. I want Sheridan to make a decision by herself without any hounding from Luis, and that's all he's doing. How is she ever supposed to think about our relationship when all she's thinking about is their relationship? Mama, I've got a chance to get her back, and I am gonna do that. I always said that I would fight anybody to the death that ever tried to take her away from me. And you may not want to hear it. That even means my brother.
How did you sneak in here?
Well, I found the orderly's locker room and spotted one of the uniforms. Nice, huh?
Well, thank God you're here. I'm so afraid I'd never see you again.
Don't worry about that. Never let that happen, okay?
How are we gonna fight it? I mean, the doctor's adamant about keeping me here. Antonio refuses to help me leave, and I hate being here. I don't know how much more of this I can take.
I know. All right, I've been thinking about that.
You got a way to get me out?
No, but I will, okay? Now, look, I can promise you one thing. Hey, I'm not gonna leave you in here, okay? I'm gonna sneak back in here every chance I get. Don't worry. We're gonna get through this, okay?
I love you so much.
You need to get up here to the ski lodge. Every single guy here is trying to make time with Charity.
Something is telling me that Beth played a role in what happened to Sheridan and her baby.
One of these days, Sheridan's gonna insist on a DNA test, and then you know what? Come back!